Hey, what's up everybody? It's Stacey Storino. Welcome back to my channel, the #1 place for entrepreneur moms with a digital presence. Now, if you're wanting to know a great 2020 Instagram marketing strategy that works, today's video is all about my 2020 Instagram marketing strategy. Not just for my family's successful business of Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill, which makes hundreds to $1,000 or more a week just through Instagram alone, but it's a strategy that works well for my over 1,000 strong paying students too, no matter what they sell or who they sell it to. So be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get real-world help that entrepreneur moms like you need to succeed when you're doing business online today. Now, if you're at all wondering about Instagram marketing for businesses, I covered a few different ways that you could use the Instagram app for your products-based or services-based business right now in a way that can grow the 3 most important macro conversions for your business. You can't sit on the sidelines any longer. You've got to get a business presence on Instagram now. So if you missed that most recent video in the series, be sure to check it out. But here in this video, we're talking about my 2020 Instagram marketing strategy. Let's get right into it. Instagram marketing strategy 1, beautiful bio. You've hopefully secured a profile name or Instagram handle that's the name of your business. So that is clear and speaks for itself. No one coming across your profile should be confused ever, let alone from the start, about who you are or what your business is all about. So that profile name or account name on Instagram is very critical. Now for your bio, you want to have a profile icon or picture that's of you from the chest up against a brightly colored or bold background for great contrast. And I'm of the personal opinion that you should be looking at the camera, not closing your eyes, looking down or away from the viewer. People want to see the whites of your eyes and vibe with you. If you're looking away on a subconscious level, that could put people off, and you never have a second chance to make a first impression. Please don't use a picture of your logo, some other element of your branding, your kids, your pets, or some inanimate object, whether you sell that object as a product or not. People want to make a personal connection with you on social media. They don't want to wonder who the heck they're dealing with. Are you a creep? Are you a bot or a creepy bot or anything weird? Social media is called social media for a reason. Be sociable, not hiding behind anything, okay, mama? You should have the first line of actual text in your bio make very clear what you do in terms of a job title. The confused don't buy and the confused also don't follow. So if you're a social media coach like I am, for example, then that's what you say you are. Don't have something snarky or indirect be in there. Please leave that to the children who are playing around on the app, okay? Right under that first line, you want to leave a tagline or slogan that is short and sweet and makes it even more clear that you're on the Instagram app to help your ideal customer. Even state something specific that explains how you're there to help. I mean it. Keep it short though. People now know who you are, what you do, or the name of your business, and what it's all about. And gee, the invitation is open for you to help them. Nice. They're more likely to reach out to you then. Solid. Any other characters that you can fit into that teeny tiny bio should make clear, again, what your business does in terms of providing value to its customers or how you serve your clients. What are the top 3 things that your clientele wants or needs? Indicate what those 3 things are that you do that would help to satisfy those wants or needs. Then make sure that instead of leaving the link to your website in the website field, you leave the link to your email opt-in form instead. Offer a coupon or a freebie that would be irresistible to your ideal customer and reference that in the line of text in your bio that would end just above the website field. Capture that lead, okay? Sending someone off to your website where they can float away afterwards and you can't market to them because you didn't even learn who they were is nothing but missed missed opportunity. When you deliver the coupon, let's say, that someone opted into your email list for, that email that provides the coupon code can certainly provide the link to your shop or website too. And then you can market to that individual as much as you like, unless they unsubscribe. But if that individual is a true member of your niche, and not all of your emails are about sales, but plenty of them are providing tips, tricks, techniques, and other forms of value, then that individual isn't likely to ever want to unsubscribe from your email list. Why would they? Instagram marketing strategy 2, helpful feed. Now, when people are done seeing your bio, they'll see your feed. How is your feed going to be helpful, you ask? You're an adult, you're marketing to your niche, so create content for Instagram that would be helpful to your niche. Before I go any further, you should know what a niche is, who your business is meant to serve in a very narrowed down, focused way. Because if you go too broad here, it'll make it all but impossible to successfully market to your ideal customer effectively on any platform, let alone Instagram. Now, keep in mind, if you're fuzzy about your niche, I've got another video coming up in this series that'll provide you assistance on this front for sure. In the meantime, just make sure that you're creating content and publishing it to Instagram that will be helpful or provide value to your niche. Not everyone, just members of your niche. In other words, if you know your niche well, then you know what the main interest is that they have that could connect them with your business in the first place. That means that you understand your ideal customer's needs, their problems, and their desires. People pay to solve problems, period. To be an effective entrepreneur mom, you have got to be in the business of solving a problem. So if you're kind of fuzzy on this front, no worries. I've got another video that'll appear in this series that should help you to make the tweaks that you have to make in order to move someone from browser to buyer on Instagram and everywhere else. Presuming you have a proper understanding of your niche, then you know how to provide value to them in the form of your Instagram content. You know how to entertain them, how to educate them, and even how to inspire them, all in a way that is connected to the interests that brought them to a business or an influencer just like you. When you create true value for a particular narrowed down niche, they'll literally all but see themselves in a mirror when they're consuming your content. Your information, inspiration, and or entertainment will feel so custom to their lives that they'll feel like you made your content just for people exactly like them, which you did. If not, then your content might be falling a bit flat. Again, make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. I've made a career out of helping entrepreneur moms just like you clear hurdles just like these for years. The bottom line is that when someone becomes aware of you on Instagram because the app's algorithm served up your carefully curated, appropriately optimized content to them to consume, they'll be so pleased that they'll consume the content, engage with it, look up your profile. It's easy. They can just click on your profile name or your handle and voila, there's your profile feed. And then they're gonna see that there's a lot more custom content where that came from, so boom, they'll subscribe. People do look up the accounts of creators they like on Instagram. Even if every piece of content they publish doesn't get pushed out into their feeds. They don't just zoom through their feed like simpletons and forget that you exist, especially if your content serves up value just for people who are just like them, with the burning desires that they have and or the big problems or needs that they have, that you make clear to them with the content in your feed, that you understand them and all of that. Your feed should, at a glance, be a resource. Then your members of your niche enter into your digital ecosystem and never want to leave it. Instagram marketing strategy 3, heavenly hashtags. Now, for real, I have at least 2 videos planned in this series that's gonna give you a deep, deep dive into hashtags and how to optimize your content, both on Instagram and on other platforms, so that you can actually be found by the very people your business was meant to serve in the first place. Do you need to be found by everyone? God, no. Not everyone is your ideal customer. If you try to sell to everyone, you end up selling to no one. But the bottom line is that you have to optimize your Instagram content so that they're more likely than not to be found by members of your niche on the app. They're the only people in the whole wide world that matters to you, because they're the only ones that are going to be inclined to buy your stuff in the first place. So please don't go flinging up content on Instagram without hashtags. Every carefully curated hashtag that chaperones your content out onto the Instagram platform will make sure that, more likely than not, the perfect catch sees that content if you make it onto the Explore page too. So pick out the hashtags that will make it easier for your content to be placed in front of people that will likely find it. Heavenly. Optimizing your posts are key on any platform. Don't do it or do it poorly and you won't get many or even any results. But when you optimize your content properly on Instagram, you're likely going to be attracting members of your niche who will appreciate the tailor-made value you're serving up in that content. Again, you made it for them and not everyone anyway. And you know what? They're more likely to respond, engage, follow you, binge watch your other content, all of which, by the way, brings you more algorithmic favor from the Instagram AI anyway. You're keeping people on the app longer. The more they reject content on the app, the more likely it is they'll be frustrated and get out of the app altogether, which is absolutely not what the AI wants as it runs its algorithm, sorting and resorting content all day long. So if you make nice to Instagram, it makes nice to you right back. Plus, with the proper content creation and hashtag optimization strategy, you'll be earning a bunch of KLT factor, or know, like, and trust, from the prospects who will come to love your business, its content, and all it stands for, which sooner or later moves them from browser to buyer. It really does. Instagram marketing strategy 4, favorable frequency. You want to publish content on Instagram in the appropriate places with the appropriate frequency. First, there's Instagram stories. Even more people in 2020 are watching stories and consuming up to 85% of story content, no less, over and above last year. So stories aren't going stale, and you can't afford not to publish to your Instagram story anywhere from 1 to 3 times a day. Why? Because each time you publish to your story, Instagram will put your profile icon on that top shelf of the home screen. And it might be right next to the leftmost icon, which is your followers icon. As more Instagrammers publish content, your icon will be pushed over more. So if you're publishing 3 times a day, once around every meal maybe, you have a shot at getting placed next to, or at least near, your followers icon on that first screen 3 times a day. That keeps your business top of mind. The user or follower is more likely to consume your content, and you're more likely to win the type of KLT that over time moves them from browser to buyer. No matter what content you do and where it shows up on Instagram overall, I'd have 2 to 3 times the amount of helpful relationship marketing based content show up in comparison to each strictly sales related content that you publish. You're a business. People expect to see sales content, but if you're posting nothing but a parade of product photos and or sales pitches, you know what I'm going to say, right? Too much. Feed posts you can do at the very least once a week. But you have to make sure that your feed posts provide value galore. Maybe a carousel post that's loaded with up to 10 pieces of content that's such a resource that it gets saved and or shared. Maybe it's a 60-second or less preview of an IGTV video that you did. That's a how-to, the most popular form of content there on IGTV and Instagram as a whole. Maybe it's not some random pithy quote, but one that resonates well for members of your target audience. So they love it, they comment on it, they save it, they share it, and so on. And be sure to go live at least once a week, if not more too. You want to create and maintain a community of like-minded people who know what you as the leader of your brand and the leader of your Instagram community looks like. And be someone who's real, approachable, relatable, and helpful. Who doesn't like that person? And people buy from people and businesses that they know, like, and trust. Remember, that's my 2020 Instagram marketing strategy, and it works. Now, make sure you hit that notification bell, because in the next part of this Instagram series, I'll get into how to grow your Instagram this week. Even if you can't be posting to Instagram like a young single bro marketer, that doesn't mean that you can't grow your Instagram this week. You can. I'll show you how. So you don't want to miss that video. Again, make sure you hit that notification bell and select all so that you can follow along with this entire Instagram series that I've got to offer you. In the meantime, while you're waiting for that video, be sure to check out these two awesome videos as well. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really helps me a lot when you do that. And of course, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.